Hello YouTubers, Manny here from Manny's How To Workshop with a video on how to install enclosed glass shower doors or frameless glass shower doors. So basically what you got to do is you need to know your finished measurements at the bottom, on top of the shower pan, and at the top where the top piece is going to go, which is that one in the corner over there. So if you take your measurement on the bottom there, you subtract a 1/4 inch and cut that bottom rail, and then you bring it into the shower and set it down on top of the base of the shower pan. Make your marks on each corner and then secure it down with some tape, as I did on both sides. And once you do that, then you bring in the left, what do you call it? The left frame and the right frame, and you set those in place, plumb it with a 4-foot level or 2-foot if that's all you have. And once you do that, you're supposed to mark your hole locations. This one has 3, one there, one in the middle, and then one on the top. But the problem with that is you can't get a pencil in there, okay? Because if you look at the hole, that hole is too damn small. It's just big enough for the screw head, see? So you can't get your pencil in there to mark it on the wall. So what I did was, once I had it plumb, I went ahead and made my mark right there, and then kind of eyeballed it. So if you're looking straight at it like that, you can see that this little line here is directly in line with that hole. And then I measured from the outside of this track to the center of the hole, and I got 15/16 of an inch. Alright, and so that's what I did for all of them. As you can see, I put my mark on the outside over there with a little tick mark. And then I took my tiny little level right there and went ahead and marked it, well, and just verified the alignment. So from here to over here, because this line is on the outside of the track, this middle one is on the inside. So I made sure that it was level, and then I made my mark, and then I came back with a center punch, like that one right there, using a little hammer, and then just nicked it, because these are ceramic tiles, they're not porcelain. As you can see, I went ahead and just nicked it, so that way the drill head will have somewhere to bite. Okay, I did all 3 of them. And I'm going to go ahead and drill these 3 here, and then I'll show you that, and then we'll check for alignment. Alright, so I went ahead and drilled my 3 holes, and as a little tip on my drilled bit, I marked the depth location of the anchor by using some painter's tape. Also, I used a cup of water to quench the tip as I was drilling, so that it makes the drill bit last longer. So here's my bottom hole, here's my center hole, and my top hole. Alright, so once you finish that, then you know, on both sides, then you find the center of the track right there, of the bottom track, and there's a guide for the doors. You set the guide right in the center, and it comes with 2 self-tapping screws to go in the holes. Put that in there, and then after that you put your top track on right there, and I already checked that it dry fitted it, and it's a snug fit, which is good. And like I said, once you screw down the left and right tracks, put the top on there. Oh, and then on the bottom track, once you've done all that, you flip it over, and then on the very bottom, on this edge right here, on the bottom side, you got to lay a bead of caulk on there. Then you set this down. Then you come back and go ahead and lock down your left and right tracks. Okay, and then put the top on, and then start assembling the door and then hanging the doors. Which that's self-explanatory. For me, they provided this instruction sheet here. Here's your steps right there in the front. Turn it over, and you got finishing instructions on assembling all the parts for the doors. And then you just hang them in place and adjust them. Make sure that they slide easily back and forth, and that they're pretty much plumb. And then as a finishing, then you come back and you caulk all the joints on the outside. So you caulk on the sides, along the bottom, up the other side, and then you go on the inside of the shower stall and caulk it as well. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and install the the bottom track, two sides, the top, caulk both outside and inside, and then come back and hang the doors, just so they're not in my way, because those doors are somewhat heavy and you don't want to keep bumping into them, and that it's just one less thing you have to deal with. So I think that's what I'm going to do to make it easier on myself. So anyway, guys, that's all there is to installing these types of doors, shower doors. And I'll go ahead and recommend it that you try it yourself. It's not that difficult, and these doors are not too heavy to handle. Average sized guy can pick one up, no problem. Just make sure you get a good grip when you're trying to install them. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh yeah, please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the bell button for up and coming videos. Thanks. Bye.